My brothers and sisters, you are now watching The Gamer 2323, so just forget about the chores you're supposed to do. Put your feet up, get your Kool-Aid, fried chicken, popcorn, get whatever you may need. And I hope you enjoy the video.
What you know about it, son? What you know? First off, congrats to my Miami Heat for winning their second straight championship. You know, the Spurs. Great series, dude. That game 7 was probably one of the best game 7s I ever watched. But getting that out the way, okay? And by the way, people have been asking me, Jude, where is your The Last of Us Bro review, Jude? It's been Jude, where is it, bro? I didn't beat the game yet. I did not beat The Last of Us yet. I'm taking a rather sweet time playing Greatness Known as The Last of Us, okay? But once I beat it, I will be working on my review for it. And but I wanted to talk about part 2 of can the Xbox One compete with the PlayStation 4. Now in part 1, you know, a lot has changed from part 1 because Don Matrick went from saying,
Hey, Mr. Don Matrix, sir, what if mommy and daddy can't pay the internet bill on time and I don't have 24/7
stick with the 360.
and now here we are today, my brothers and sisters. We have fought the good fight. We have won, okay? Because the Xbox One no longer has any restrictions in this sucker. The always online thing, gone. The used games DRM, gone. Which I kind of find odd because didn't Microsoft say, and someone please correct that if I'm wrong, but didn't Microsoft say before that the whole used games thing was up to the publishers and we just have no control over what they want to do? It's all in the publisher's hands. We have nothing to do with it, but yet they took that junk out of the Xbox One faster than to sell at Popeyes. So were they lying about that? Did they actually have something to do with the used games DRM? I think they did. But you know what it all comes down to is Microsoft had to do this. I predicted they were going to have to do something. There is no way, if they were smart, that they would release the Xbox One competing with the PlayStation 4 after Sony said we will not be taking the same direction Microsoft is taking. And oh yeah, by the way, just in case you didn't know, the PlayStation 4 will be $100 cheaper than the Xbox. There's no way, if Microsoft was smart, they would release the Xbox One in the former state it was in. So they had to do something. So they took out the restrictions. You know, I have people saying to me, you know, I really respect Microsoft now because I feel that they really listened to us and you know, took what we had to say, and you know, I think that's why they took out the restrictions from the Xbox One, because they care so much about the fellow gamer. What is your opinion, my black brother? You want to know my opinion? You want me to tell you why I think Microsoft took out the restrictions? One reason and one reason only. I know, right? These fools think we did it out of the kindness of our hearts. Shoot. We over here trying to get this money. And you know, I'm not trying to make Microsoft seem like the bad guy or nothing like that, but let's just be real brothers and sisters for a second, okay? I think behind the scenes, this is what persuaded Microsoft to take out the restrictions from the Xbox One, because it wasn't us, okay? This is what persuaded Microsoft. Look at these bastards. Smiling and whatnot. Look. They ain't fooling nobody. Getting all the attention we supposed to be getting. Getting all the praise that we supposed to be getting too. Just snatching up all the spotlight that we supposed to be getting. What the heck are we supposed to do now? What our plan was to show nothing but games at E3, and hopefully these imbeciles could forget about all the BS that came with the Xbox One, but you fools had the audacity to not only say that the PlayStation 4 has no restrictions, but make it $100 less in this sucker. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Who with the logical brain inside of their skull is going to want to buy the Xbox One instead of the PlayStation 4? Side. It ain't over, Sony. It ain't over, suckers. And that's what happened. You know, I mean, okay, first off, this can't be nothing but good for the Xbox One, because really that was the Xbox One's biggest, you know, issue, was the restrictions. So now that they're out, I'm sure it'll make the Xbox One more of an attractive console to look at if you weren't looking at it before, you know. So I just don't like what it took for Microsoft to finally decide to take it out, because I truly believe we had absolutely no influence on their decision. I think they was looking at Sony, seeing all the praise that they were getting, saw all the praise the PlayStation 4 was getting, and you know, they probably looked at the PlayStation 4 pre-orders compared to the Xbox One pre-orders and said, you know what, nah son, we ain't going out like that. We gonna take our restrictions. I truly believe that's what happened. I can't confirm it, but I think that's how it went down behind the scenes. And you know, just ever since Microsoft announced the Xbox One, they've made a multitude of bad decisions, and then when they speak on it to the public, it doesn't really sit well with you. It always leaves like a sour taste in your mouth. Like, what the heck did they just say? So, you know, I do believe that, you know, they caused this on themselves. Microsoft has nothing to blame but themselves if the Xbox One doesn't pick up that the way they wanted it to. It's totally their fault, you know. But this definitely helps the Xbox One, you know, future, because if they did not change the way it was going if they did not get rid of those restrictions and they stuck with it, the Xbox One, I just don't see how it could have competed. So now that it's out, it definitely has a better chance, you know. But in terms of, you know, still competing with the PlayStation 4, even though both consoles now really don't have restrictions to it, you still have to look at the price, you know. People are going to look at the Xbox One, see that it's $500, then people are going to look at the PlayStation 4 and see it's $400. They're going to say, okay, why is the Xbox One $500? What can you do that the PlayStation 4 can't do? Oh, you have the Kinect that watches me 24/7. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll buy the Xbox One. No, they're going to be looking for something that the Xbox One offers that the PlayStation 4 can't. And if it's not a big feature, then people are going to go towards the PlayStation 4. So what I think Microsoft still has to do, I don't expect a price drop. I do not see them dropping the price of the Xbox One from to $400. What I think that they might do though is they might come out with two models. They'll probably have the best model being $500, and then the cheaper model is $400. So they can have an Xbox One that's the same price as the PlayStation 4. That's what I'm kind of assuming, but you know, we'll see what comes in the future. So the Xbox One, it definitely helps that these restrictions are out, and you know, I'm sure gamers around the world are proud because this did not go down. We did have an impact on why they decided to take it out. So you know, it's all good in the hood. But saying that, can the Xbox One still compete with the PlayStation 4?